The Wildcats roared back to win it 12-11, a 6-0 fourth quarter. Can they replicate it?
They've got to bring that energy and passion. It started with winning possessions, and they were able to string it together. You could feel the shift. They turned on the Jets.
Welcome back to the National Championship. We're in the fourth quarter of play. We are live in Foxborough, Massachusetts, live from the Gillette Stadium. So, and the winner, yes, the winner of this championship game will be the crowned champions. It's down to this. Whichever team that wins this game will be the crowned champions, and that will go to end for their for the season this year. Tomorrow, we have the men's lacrosse national championship game will be held tomorrow.
Yes, you cannot let go. They watch this. They know what this Northwestern team is capable of doing. So I think it's playing smart, making better passes, shooting more precisely. You hear Jenny Levy talking about it, finishing for their shots or going against Delaney Schweitzer, who's very hot. Got to shoot around it. Got a player running off the field.
Looks like another broken stick. Second time we've seen this in this game.
The shaft is bent. Backup stick being thrown right in.
So,
and that doesn't happen a ton, but
so the team we are rooting for today's national championship game is North Carolina Tar Heels.
I've seen that in a long time.
Physical battle between these two. When they met in the regular season, a combined 55 total fouls in that game. Two heavyweights.
And when you're bending a shaft jamming against somebody else, I think you're putting a lot of contact in there. So these players able to withstand a lot of the physicality.
Delaney Schweitzer has kept
Hey, Mike, Jimmy might not be able to go.
The season high 14 saves. Freshman couldn't connect there.
And we are underway in quarter number 4. The winner of this game will be the crown champion. This game was just been so unfair.
Right now for North Carolina. One of them here, Chloe Humphrey, going against the veteran Sammy White. 5 seconds to shoot. Chloe in attack mode on the run.
Got it! Scores! We have scored a goal.
This is going to be very close. The officials have already said they will initiate a video review to see if the ball left Chloe Humphrey's stick. Now, it doesn't need to be in the back of the net before zeros, but it does need to be out.
We probably have 2 or 3 Humphrey sisters on our team. We have Ashley Humphrey, Chloe Humphrey, and maybe we have Nicole or Nicole Humphrey. We'll see.
So smart play called by the officials to look at that.
That would have been Humphrey's 4th goal.
What are they doing?
But what we just showed you is that the ball is in her stick, and there was a 0 on the shot clock.
Now the officials are going under review and see.
Away from being out of her stick in time.
This is a critical goal, though, if you're Northwestern or North Carolina. One extending that lead for Carolina, but Northwestern trying to keep them off the board to start the fourth quarter. Watch the Stiller stick. It's 0. Ball is still there, clearly in the pocket. Great look. But beautiful take. I mean, she still gets the momentum. You make a shot like that, that just gets you fired up. Also gets fouled on that play with the extension of arm. You can see Delaney Schweitzer. She's on the ground saying, that's no goal, that's no goal. She's looking at the shot clock on the other end of the field.
What are they doing? Can he get away from there?
That much pressure on you as you're dodging over the top is ridiculously hard. Handling the physicality, still able to get a lot of heat behind it from mid-range on the run.
While we wait for the call, opportunity to remind everybody, a terrific weekend of lacrosse finishes tomorrow. A Memorial Day tradition, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, right here on ESPN. For more information, go to NCAA.com, your official online home for all 90 NCAA championships. And Foxborough has served as a great home for championship weekend. Love to have the men and the women playing together on the same weekend.
What did he say?
So the call is overturned, no goal. I want to
Oh no, for real?
We have a record. A national
Our crowd does not want to hear the call either. It's supposed to be a goal already.
here at Gillette Stadium. Awesome.
You can feel the energy. You've been great.
14,423 people is in attendance today for this national championship game. Wow,
So
we.
we're seeing a lot of the men's fans here repping their own gear.
It's been an all-out lacrosse party in Foxborough, Massachusetts. This is the third day out of 4, and it's going to be capped off with what is anticipated to be a great matchup tomorrow between Cornell and Maryland.
The environment's been electric. I mean, we came onto campus here, and we saw all the tailgating happening yesterday as we were heading to the women's practices. Kids walking down the highway in all their gear. Penn State had a airplane flying with PR Penn State over the stadium. It was so much fun. You could feel the energy, and today you can hear the fans just getting behind their teams. It's a great weekend for lacrosse, and the rain has finally stopped also, which has been a magnificent.
1 versus 2 on the men's side tomorrow. Cornell and Maryland. Right now, we're in the 4th quarter of the Women's National Championship. The ACC champs, North Carolina, the Big Ten champs, Northwestern. And Madison Taylor, the nation's leading scorer, has it here, 25 in black, still scoreless. Feeds it inside. Great look. Stuffed on the doorstep. Betty Nelson says no.
That was almost a carbon copy of the game-winning goal from the semifinal matchup. Sam Smith is operating on the backside, patiently waiting to expose the gap.
And that was a great pass. They've been caught in trouble feeding that into when it's too crowded.
And coming up next, after we done here, there will be
Betty Nelson coming up with that save.
supposed to.
Northwestern, they've gotten some great looks in this second half. They just can't find that finishing touch.
18 shots for Northwestern.
And only those 4 have found the back of the net.
At 4 o'clock, Georgia will take on Florida Gators again for Game 3. And it's down to this. Whoever wins that game will head on to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Will it be Georgia or Florida? So,
Here's Chloe Humphrey. Has a step. Schweitzer got a piece of it.
Look at all the space that North Carolina is giving Chloe Humphrey to operate. She can go from either wing, top center, behind the cage, off the dodge, but it's the spacing.
They go right back to Chloe.
okay, around 7 o'clock, there will be a Game 3 of South Carolina.
Scramble for the rebound.
South Carolina versus UCLA
I think Carolina's
in Game 3. So whoever wins that game will head on to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
For Delaney Schweitzer.
By far and away, her best performance of the season.
And maybe her career.
So all
Because she's
WNBA
for a long
games
time.
will
She's been one of the
will
most
be
inspiring
aired
performances
on
as a goaltender.
Nothing has phased her today.
Well, Schweitzer and the defense have done their job. They are keeping North Carolina well under their season average of 17 and a half goals. How can they generate some offense? They only have 4 goals. They're going to need to find 3 in the final 10 minutes and change.
As they continue to go to Madison Taylor, they've got to stretch the backside. An outlet pass needs to come to Madison Taylor to then connect to the next layer of offense. She can't do it all.
And the first pitch of that will be 2:05 p.m.
Surprised. Madison Taylor's been getting the double team the majority of the game.
Well,
We have
I
to help
am
her out with the
supposed-
adjacents.
And they've got to be running to her. Shane
Yeah,
just
we
like
getting the
presenting it so she can
same
get the
breakfast
ball.
sandwich like we
Wildcats
like
have
we
found
had, and
themselves in
yeah.
another scoring drought.
Will I be on my way?
11 minutes without a goal. Can they find one here?
Today would have been
One
busy
back,
for
trailing
me.
by 3 with a national championship on the line. Locasio sends it high to Taylor.
All right, this trophy is on the line. We have to do something out here.
Almost everyone on this offense is in the 8-meter. They need to stretch beyond the 12-meter arc to create dodging opportunities.
And create lanes. Cut through. You're next to the ball. Cut through.
Shot clock ticks under 10. Aditi Foster has to hurry. Shot clock down to 3. And Northwestern turns it over again.
And it's another turnover for Northwestern.
piling up in this championship game.
Talk about the 1v1 defense of North Carolina.
Yes, the winner of
Tragio, Brooklyn Walker Welch. This is a unit that has evolved in terms of identity. In years past, we've seen North Carolina play more of a conservative man-to-man defense. Heels on the 8-meter, really trusting in their 1v1s, but not pressuring out so much. When we talked to head coach Jenny Levy earlier in the season, she said she's playing to the strengths of the athletes on the defense, so the identity has shifted a little bit under defensive coordinator Kayla Wood. They're leaning more into that high pressure on the perimeter.
And it's worked so well for them. They had frustrated offenses throughout this entire season with the really quick double teams, the working as a unit, and putting on the pressure. Great double team and good pass out of that.
Godin,
count it! 3 goal!
Eliza Osborne is a fearless competitor, just a freshman. The number 6 overall recruit heading into North Carolina. Godin finds her on the back door, and she takes the high IQ shot placement away and low on the run. She is certainly not playing like a freshman.
let's take a look at the Capital One Cup standings as teams compete for a combined $500,000 in student-athlete scholarships from Capital One. And on the women's side, North Carolina right in the mix. A win today would certainly boost them up the standings even more. So many spring sports going around. It's championship season. If you're looking for the NCAA softball super regional game between Nebraska and Tennessee, that is starting over on ESPN News.
Oh, we done it again. Nobody did not even caught us at all.
Eliza Osborne,
We have cut it off.
seconds. You can't do it any better than that.
Eliza Osborne is just smooth in transition. Been sensational getting to the draw control wins this year. Chipping in the offensive end, 35 goals. Picks this one up on the run. Her head is up. She's got great speed. Not much of an angle. This is outside that 8-meter. This time she paints the post.
Jen, I can't undersell her value to this team. Eliza Osborne was the X factor in that ACC championship game that North Carolina won. She has been all over the draw control circle and transition and even settled sets for this offense as just a freshman midfielder who logs a lot of minutes.
To me, Charlotte, that's the strength of this North Carolina team, specifically on the offensive end. When you have layers to your offense, yes, you initiate out of the midfield with Kate Levy and Eliza Osborne, yes, Chloe and Ashley Humphrey, but they're so dynamic that as a defense, that is so difficult to stop.
And right on cue, Osborne wins another draw control.
Okay, it's 2 o'clock.
Forces Madison
So
Taylor into
looks
a
like
green card.
Tennessee will
She
take
runs
on
off.
Nebraska for the
North
Super
Carolina
Regional
goes
for
on the
Knoxville.
power play here, woman up for a minute.
That's now airing on ESPN
9
News.
seconds apart, blows this game wide open. Huge difference for Northwestern, trailing by 3 to now trailing by 5.
Yeah, this is a difference maker, and with North Carolina just dominating on the draw control. And we spoke with Eliza and her role on the draw circle team, and she said it's all about the center person taking the draw control. That Sophie Student in particular, she just listens to wherever she tells her to go. She relies on that and puts herself in the right place at the right time. She's come up with some key possessions.
Oh, we done it again. Scores again.
And North Carolina is rolling.
We are extending our lead even further by 6.
Vergano, the transfer from Virginia Tech, is shining. She's got an outside hammer. This time she dodges on the unsettled, recovering D. And she cans it from mid-range.
We'll be right back right after these messages. Don't go anywhere. We put on the show.